You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much at all. You just destroyed us thoroughly. Okay, let's go back to our previous save before we maxed everything out. We definitely need to do the friendly monsters thing. So Zidane and Steiner aren't useless to this. Because without them, the DPS is just non-existent. So, let's see. What do we need to do? Okay, so we've got essentially all the stuff that we need to give these things, and then yeah. So now all we have to do is just find the areas and then give the stuff to the different things. Okay, so first things first, I need to get back to the airship. Because the airship would be much, much easier to do with this than the chocobo. I do feel like, though, we kind of need to be level 99 to even think about fighting this guy. So the question becomes, chat, do y'all feel like it's entirely necessary to grind out to level 99 ourselves? Or do you feel it's okay to just use the level boost thing? Because if we do this ourselves, we're going to be spending a lot more time in this game. Not to mention, I'm sure grinding is not the funnest thing to watch. Okay, can I disembark? Maybe I have to put on reflect. Maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, he never hits with melee. So that kind of... Really, we need to... We do need to have Zidane in the back. That's a given. Like, we need to use the thing that allows us to strike from the back. You know, and still get full damage. Rely on items, elixirs, and remedies. Maybe. Probably. I need to find a florist so I can land. Okay. Now we can run back to get the airship. Assuming I can find, there we go, a beach. Why did I do that? To grid a bit to get, to grind a bit to get reflect on everyone then? But like I was saying, do y'all feel like we should just grind this the normal way, or should I just go straight to 99 with the system stuff? Like what I was talking, like what I did earlier. How much time do we reasonably want to spend in this game? Because I'm sure the grinding aspect of it is not going to be very fun to watch. And I'm not going to have that much time to do the grinding off stream. So, let me keep this. Okay. That's over with me. Did already. Wait, we beat the game. Right. That's kind of what I'm feeling as well. It's really about the strategy going forward. More so than the the actual leveling. Okay. Actually, I think I already have a guide pulled up for Ozma. Let's see. There we go. I actually had a tab pulled up for it already. Let's see. So, Ozma can quickly destroy the party with a variety of heavy attacks, including Curse, Doomsday, Holy, Level 5, Death, and Meteor. Will frequently restore itself to full health. Ozma will not waste a turn using an elemental attack that will be absorbed by all party members. Nullifying the element still makes Ozma use it. Or use status attacks if all targets are immune to it. Thus, being immune to Ozma's other attacks increases the likelihood he will use Meteor. Ozma has a unique battle script. When Ozma's ATB is filling up, any command the party targets at Ozma will fill its ATB. And Ozma will execute its turn before the player's commands. So basically, it has perma-counter. It's going to counter everything you do. Level 5 Death inflicts instant death on all party members whose levels are multiples of 5. Ozma will only use level 5 death if the party has a member susceptible to it. If a party member is susceptible level, Ozma will not waste its turn. Inflicts instant death on one party member if it hits. Level 4 Holy deals holy damage to all party members whose levels are multiples of 4. And then just regular Holy. Non-elemental damage for Flare. Flare Star deals damage based on the character's level can miss. So Flare Star is gonna be really bad if we end up doing the level 99 thing. Doomsday deals shadow damage to all targets including Ozma. Meteor deals random damage to the entire party. Possibility of dealing 9,999 to all of them. Deal Curse. Deals non-elemental damage to all party members and inflicts confused, poison, slow, mini, and darkness. Then mini, then Esuna, which he uses if he's afflicted with a status ailment. MP Absorb. Okay, so Berserk. And then Kiraga. Ozma chooses its actions depending on whether its turn count is an odd or even number. If in the former case, it'll use either Flare Star, Meteor, Doomsday, Flare, Holy, Death, or Absorb MP. If it's an even number turn, it'll employ Curse, Mini, Level 4 Death, Level 5 Death, Level 4 Holy, Level 5 Death, Kiraga, or Asuna. Most of these attacks are used only if certain conditions are met. For instance, Ozma will cast Holy only if at least one character does not absorb the Holy element and is not affected by the Reflect status. Apart from its main attack script, Ozma is one of the few enemies to be provided with a counterattack. Ozma can cast Berserk twice during the battle, namely when its HP is reduced to a value less than 40,000 and then less than 30,000, but also to counter any action executed by characters with its potent Kiraga. The probability with which Ozma will actually counter with using Kiraga on itself is inversely related to its HP and ranges from approximately 13 to 50%. Okay. Let's see, hold on. When Freya is the only non-KO'd character during her jump animation, Ozma will either use Doomsday or Kiraga. If Ozma's HP exceeds 27,767, it'll use Doomsday, otherwise it'll use Kiraga. If drained of all of its MP, Ozma is meant to use MP Absorb on party members, but due to a bug can behave strangely, like casting Asuna on party members or Curse on only one target instead of the whole party. This is because Ozma can cast some of its regular spells on the target that should have had their MP absorbed. When defeated, Ozma will leave behind a complete pumice with which Dagger can use to learn her final Eidolon art. Reward for victory, as with many other super bosses, is minimal. Strategy Guide key item offers nothing but a small clue about collecting Toucher Master cards. It merely congratulates the player for beating the most difficult enemy in the game. The player will receive Ozma's Toucher Master card for victory, and if the player is scored his full mini, will leave the card on the ground so the player can pick it up later. Defeating Ozma in the latest version of 9 yields the To Ozma and Back trophy. Okay, so here's the strategy. Preferable for party members to have reached 60 or above, but we're 64. It's useful to have one character whose level is a multiple of 5 to entice Ozma to use level 5 Death, an attack much less devastating than many of its other moves. It's also a good idea to have one character with a level multiple of 4. Level 4 Holy is comparatively weak attack. Since there's no means to guard against the Berserk status, one will have to resort to Auto-Reflect ability to definitely prevent that status ailment. The player can exploit Ozma's Doomsday. Hold on, let me land, because this is... bugging me. The sound of the airship is bugging me. Okay. So we do need the auto reflect. Player can exploit Ozma's Doomsday by nullifying or absorbing its damage using various equipment, such as Pumice Piece, Ninja Gear Demon's Mail, and Egoist Armlet. This is especially useful after having completed the Friendly Monster side quest, in which Ozma will heal the party and damage itself when using Doomsday. Even more so if Vivi or Amaranth use Return Magic. So we really need to do this thing. The Friendly Monsters side quest. Alright, I see you, sir. Chipmunk voice for 2 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Starting now. Yeah, I know. A Chimera Armlet can immunize the wearer to Holy. Ozma will not target a character with Holy if they absorb the element, but will use it if they are merely immune to it. This is a useful way to make Ozma waste a turn. When considering the party member's abilities, it's useful to equip status protection skills, such as Antibody to block Poison and Clear-Headed to block Confuse. While characters who are predominantly physical attackers will also benefit from Bright Eyes to block Blind. Ozma's AI is smart, however, and will not attempt to inflict status ailments the whole party is immune to, which increases its chance of using Meteor. The party should be equipped with auto regen, whereas the usefulness of auto life is debatable. It takes many magic stones and only works once. And there are party members who can cast the status. Having physical attackers equip auto reflect works as a deterrent against Ozma's counterattack. Berserk and physical attackers can also equip Bird Killer, an MP attack. Oh, Bird Killer! To deal extra damage. The Dane will always be present in the battle. This is guaranteed. Well, the other 2 party members are the player's choice. So we can do... Queena can cast Auto Life and Mighty Guard. Will his Angel Snack to relieve the entire party of status ailments. Also does significant damage with Frog Drop if the player has caught a large number of frogs in the marshes. Because the damage from Frog Drop is fixed, Queena can do good damage even in mini status. Alexa, stop!
Queena's level 3 defense less. Works to lower Ozma's physical and magical defenses. That's actually useful. Amaranth has Aura to bestow auto life, which, and when he's in trance, can bestow it on the entire party at once. Useful return magic ability is also a strong physical attacker. He can throw wing edges for high physical damage. Steiner is a strong physical attacker, can deal enormous damage with Shock and Dark Side. His charge ability can be useful if the party is comprised of physical attackers, Steiner, Freya, and Amaranth, allowing for multiple attacks per turn. Freya can use Jump, temporarily exit, thus evade Ozma's attacks. Even better in trance. Deal heavy damage with Dragon's Crest if the player has killed a large number of dragon-type enemies, because damage from Dragon's Crest is fixed. We've killed a lot of dragons, though. Freya can do good damage even in mini status. In a rather unique condition, if Freya uses Jump in trance while the other 3 party members are KO'd, Ozma will have no target to attack, cause it to only use Kiraga or Doomsday. If Ozma is vulnerable to the shadow element, it may commit suicide via Doomsday. So how do we make Ozma vulnerable to Shadow? That's interesting. Bibi can cast Doomsday, which with the right preparation will damage Ozma and kill the party. Like Amaranth, he can also use Return Magic. Eco can heal the party and also be a potent damage dealer with Holy and Magin. Okay, using Carbuncle, she can bestow haste on the whole party at once. Or duplicate Mighty Guard depending on her add-on. You can use Might to buff the party's physical attackers. Plus, the unique benefit of using Eco is the possibility of spontaneous revival by Phoenix if the party is annihilated. The probability of this occurring depends on the player's stock of Phoenix pinions. Even with 99 Phoenix pinions, Phoenix only has a 38.7% chance of appearing. Yikes. And that's not something you can rely on. Dagger can heal and buff the party, and she can function as a damage dealer by summoning her Eidolons. When in trance, her last Eidolon is summoned automatically as a counterattack. If the party is auto-regen, they can easily regain their health during Eidolon summoning animations. Understanding Ozma's ATB mechanics can give the player huge advantage. The only way to get more than one turn in a row against Ozma is to enter all the commands during a time when Ozma is casting an ability, and before the damage and or healing caused by his attack appears. Even adhering to this method, Ozma still has a chance to counter attacks with Kiraga and Reserve. Strategy largely depends on who the player decides to bring along and what skills they've learned. Ozma doesn't have a pattern to its attacks, and a great deal depends on luck. If the player brings Amaranth or Quina, they can keep casting Auto Life on party members as necessary, which is crucial given the potential for Ozma to wipe the entire party with attacks such as Meteor. Offensively, many party members have attacks that can do guaranteed 9,999 damage. These attacks are Thievery, Zidane, Frog Drop, Dragon Crest, Shock Darkside. As 3 of these abilities take time to power up, one can make the best use of physical attackers by equipping them with Bird Killer and MP Attack instead. With these abilities, equipped physical attackers can reach up to max damage per hit without having to use special attacks. However, they become useless if afflicted with Mini, as Ozma's HP is relatively low for a super boss. A successful round of powerful attacks can shave away a considerable portion of its 55,000 health. Interesting. In a single round. Yeah, that's not much for a super boss. Because Ozma has a series of devastating attacks such as Meteor and Curse, it's always to the player's advantage if Ozma can be influenced into not using its more debilitating attacks, wasting its turns by using milder alternatives. Throwing a tent at Ozma has a 50% chance of inflicting blind. Ozma will then waste a turn by using Asuna. Having characters be immune to Holy makes Ozma cast it regardless. Having a party member at susceptible levels for level 5 Death and level 4 Holy causes Ozma to cast those abilities, thus only targeting certain members of the party. Amaranth and Bibi can use their Return Magic ability to counter Ozma's Doomsday without using a turn. If Amaranth's in the party, he can use the Curse ability to add an elemental weakness to Ozma. However, Ozma will never become weak against Earth or Shadow, even though the status bar may state the ability has worked with one of those elements. Giving Ozma an additional weakness allows Bibi, Garnet, and Eco to use elemental attacks and Eidolons to their full potential. There is a dark matter, and throwing it at Ozma. Interesting. I feel like I am gonna need to do some more research and think about preparation for this. Very interesting. Yeah. And then it even gives you like a script. Jeez. Yeah, it seems like manipulating the levels might be our best bet. Indeed. Okay, let's go back to the game for a minute. So, what's our current levels? Really, if we can manage with what we've got here, like we already have a level 5, we have a level 4. Is 68 divisible by 4? Hold on. 68 divided by 4. 17, it is. So, if we can make Zidane immune to Holy, that would work there. We need to get Vivi or Dagger up to 66. Wait, is 66 divided by 4? Divisible by 4? 66 divided by 4. No, okay. So if we can get Vivi or Dagger up to 66, just one of them, then we can manipulate that with Zidane and the other person. So as long as we keep one of them at 65. And then try and get all the stuff. Not with blind proof. On the cat, that's true. And cast status effects. That's true. It doesn't matter if Vivi gets blind or Dagger. So well, it's like we can't do anything with that. We do need them to be immune to confusion. Indeed. I'm gonna put some, need to grind a bit. Yeah, we need reflect at the same time. We also need to do the friendly monsters quest line so that the physical attackers can hit Ozma with everything they've got. And then we can do bird killer, etc., etc. So I think, chat, we've reached a point where it doesn't... I think we reached a point where we're kind of done for the, for the day. There's not much... What are you doing? There's not much we can do at this point. So, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna call it a day for today. We've only got 10 minutes left of the stream anyway. And on Wednesday, we're gonna do the Friendly Monsters quest line so that we can do all that and get Ozma to be vulnerable to physical attacks. And then, we will just do our best. We'll get it eventually. I have a feeling we're going to need some RNG to be able to do this. So, Final Fantasy IX crew thinking of, yeah, the hardcore people? Quite so. Very much so. But anyway, that is going to be it for me today, chat. So, thanks everybody for watching. I really do appreciate it. If there is anybody in chat that you're not currently following and you enjoyed spending time with us today, feel free to hit that follow button so you can get notified of future streams. For the most part, we focus on MMOs and anything and everything story driven. I will be back on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central, with the continuation of our Final Fantasy IX trying to kill Ozma shenanigans, which I have a feeling is gonna take longer than what I was expecting, but it's fine. So, anyway, we are gonna throw a raid over to Casey, since Casey has been our Monday raid for the immediateness, and will continue to be our Monday raid for the immediateness. So, if any of you are subscribed and would like to join us in a raid, feel free to use that first raid call. And if you are not subscribed and would like to join us in a raid, feel free to use this here raid call. Gonna be one of rare few challenging. Oh, I'm sure plenty of people have killed the thing. I'm sure it's a stream challenge that a lot of people go through. So we will make it work. You never knew he was there. But yeah, so let's see. Also, if there's anybody in chat that you're not currently hanging out with us on Discord, you very much should be. We hang out there every single day. Get up to all manner of shenanigans and mimicry. We'd love to have you. But anyway, like I said, I will be back on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central, with more of our Final Fantasy IX shenanigans. So till we meet again, if no one has told you lately, chat, you are loved, you are appreciated, and you are highly valuable. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So till we meet again, Wednesday. Y'all stay epic. Y'all have an awesome night. I love your faces. Peace. All day, son. All day. You stick around for a raid.